The following is a class on the Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 7th chapter, text number 23, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on September 20th, 1976, in Vrindavan, India.
Tamadya Purusha Sakshat Ishara Prakite Para Mayang Buddhasati Shaktya Kaivalle Sthita Atmani. So, we have to know the Supreme Personality of Godhead through authority, not by speculation. Speculation is no use. Athapite deva padam vijadvayam prasadaleshanugrhita evahi janati tattam nacha anna chirang vichinnam. The Supreme Personality of Godhead can be known by a person who has got a slight favor of the Lord upon him. This is the Vedic version. Nayam atma pravachanena labhya na medhaya na bahuna sutena. Atma, the Supreme Absolute Truth, cannot be understood ayam atma na pravachanena labhya, by becoming a great debater. One can understand the Supreme. That's not possible. Nayam atma pravachanena labhya na bahuna sutena. Not by a person who is very vastly learned or by a great scientist or philosopher, now medhaya. In this way we cannot understand. But one who is surrendered, he can understand. Arjuna is surrendered. In every case, he is surrendered to Krishna. As soon as there is any problem or no problem, he is surrendered. Not that when there is problem, I am surrendered. And when there is no problem, I am independent. No. Always surrender. That is Arjuna's position. So we have to follow. People are searching after God. They do not know God. They are asking this question, can you show me God? So many questions are there about God. But here is God, pointed out by Arjuna, a Mahajan, Mahajana jina gatasya panthya. Why should he not accept? That is our Krishna consciousness movement. Why you are searching God? Here is God. As Arjuna says, Tam adya purusha. You are the original person. Tam adya purusha. Purusha means enjoyer. God is not female. Sometimes they worship female as God, like Durga, Kali, and so many others. But God is Purusha. Everyone is Prakriti. Prakriti means female. Everyone knows it. There are two things, Prakriti and Purusha. The Purusha is the enjoyer and Prakriti is the enjoyer. Or in other words, Purusha is the predominator and Prakriti is predominated. So we are Prakriti. The Mayavad philosophy is that Prakriti wants to become Purusha. That is not possible. Suppose a woman, if she dresses like a man, does it mean that he has become a man? No. Or a man dresses like a woman, does it mean that he has become a woman? Simply by outward dress? No. Purusha, the only Purusha is Krishna. That is very nicely explained in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Ekola Ishvara Krishna Arasa Bhrita. Only Krishna is Purusha, is the enjoyer. All others, they are servants. This is the position. Never try to become the Purusha or the master. That is very dangerous. Always remain Prakriti. Prakriti means to be controlled or controlled. And Purusha means the controller. So here is the supreme controller. Tam Adya Purusha Sakshat. Not that you are made by some means, Sakshat, directly. Sakshat. And Ishvara, Sakshat Ishvara. Not artificial Ishvara, Sakshat Ishvara. So where is the difficulty to understand God, Ishvara, or the Purusha? There is no difficulty. Krishna personally says that Matta Parataram Nanyat Kinchijasti Dhananjaya Aham Adidhi Devanam Aham Sarvasya Prabhava. So many things. Mami vaja prapadanti, mayami tang tarantite. Everything is explained. Sakshat, directly. So where is the difficulty to find out God? They are searching after God, making research, or nonsense speculation. This is our Krishna consciousness movement. That why you are searching? You say, can you show me God? Why don't you see, here is God? Why, just like the owl, you have closed your eyes not to see the sun? Sun is there, see, open your eyes and see it. The whole world is going on. There is no God, or God is dead, or can you show me God? And I am God. By meditation, by this way, that way, this is going on. Whole world. Especially at the present moment, it is a great disastrous condition. Godless civilization, they won't accept the real God and they'll create some artificial God and become God, everyone is God, like that. No. Therefore, if you want to be benefited, then you must take the shelter of Mahajanas, great personalities. Mahajana jina gata sapanthya. If you perplex that who is Mahajan, how can I find him? That is also explained in the Shastra. Mahajan, Dadas Mahajan, Sambhu, Narada, Sambhu, Kapila, Kumara, Manu, Prahlada, Janaka, Bhishma, Bali, Vaiyasaki, Vayam. So where is the difficulty? Mahajana jina gata sapanthya. You follow the path of Mahajan, Prahlad Maharaj, Janak Maharaj, Bhishma. There are grihasthas, there are brahmacharis, sannyasi, Brahma, Lord Brahma is Mahajan, he is Grihastha, Swayambhu, Narada, he is brahmachari, Swayambhu, Narada, Shambhu, Lord Shiva, he is also Grihastha, Prahlad Maharaj is also Grihastha. It doesn't matter whether you are Grihastha or Sannyasi or Brahmachari. You must become actual representative of Krishna. That is Mahajan. And that is also not very difficult. How you can become representative of Krishna? That is explained by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Amar aggaye guru hai taro yai des. Jare dako tare kaha Krishna. If you simply speak what Krishna says, then you become his representative. Don't manufacture. Don't be over-prudent, manufacturing. Simply to follow Krishna and his representative. Then you become Mahajan. Otherwise you are a nonsense. Mudha. Namang duskitinam mudha prapaddante narad. That is the test. One should be very, very careful to follow Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never said that I am directly servant of Krishna. No. Gopi bhattu pada kamaleo dasa 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 dasanu dasa. Servant of the servant of the servant of the... The more you become servant of the servant, you are perfect. And as soon as you declare independence, you are a slave. This is the process. We should always remain most obedient servant of my master. Jasya devi parabhakti, yatha devi tatha guru. Tasyaite kadita jhatya pakashante mahatmana. Then it will reveal. The whole thing is revelation. It is not by experience, by scholarship. No, revelation. Jijathaman prapaddante. One who has surrendered proportionately, God reveals. Jijathaman prapaddante. Tan tathaiva bhajami. So, there is no difficulty to understand what is God. Here is Krishna, the Supreme Lord. Directly. I do not know why people are searching after God. Why they do not know what is God. Just see. That means mura. Although God is here, still he will not accept. That is mura. Naradhama. And why is mura? Because naradhama. He does not take the process. He wants to manufacture something. So don't do that. Here, Arjuna is Mahajan. He is Krishna's friend. He is always with Krishna. And Krishna recognizes him. Not that because one is always with Krishna, therefore he knows Krishna. No, that is not possible. Just like I have given this example many times. That I am sitting here and the bug is also sitting here. That does not mean we are very confidential. No, bug is different business and my business different. And bug business is biting. That kind of association will not help. Association means to develop love for the person. That is association. Dadati pratiginnati kujjamakhati prichyati cha mungti bhojayati chaiva sarabhida priti lakshya. So, we have to become associate of Krishna as Arjuna becomes. Always with Krishna. eating with Krishna, sitting with Krishna, talking with Krishna, joking with Krishna, fighting with Krishna, everything Krishna. That is what. Not a single moment. Therefore Krishna certifies Bhaktosi, Priyosi me. My dear Arjuna, you are very dear to me. Naturally, if Arjuna is always with Krishna, sitting with Krishna, talking with Krishna, consulting with Krishna, joking with Krishna, eating with Krishna, so why he should not be very dear? Krishna, does he remain with anyone unless he is very dear? So bhaktosi, priyosi, sakhacheti. So we have to establish some relation with Krishna as servant, as a friend, as a son, or as a father and mother, or like the gopis, madhuryaras, friends. That is also conjugal love. Krishna is ready to associate with you in any way you like. Somebody likes Krishna as friend, somebody likes Krishna as husband, somebody likes Krishna as Paramat. So Krishna is ready. Somebody likes Krishna as son. So anyway, Krishna is ready. We have got these 5 relations in this material world. There is no other relation, and there are other relationships also. Krishna also ready to accept. If you want Krishna as enemy, yes, Krishna is ready. He'll kill you. But that is also good for you. If you want to fight with Krishna, yes, Krishna is ready. Everything. Akhila rasamrita sindhu. He can associate with you in any rasa, humor you like. Krishna is ready. Ready means that is natural. Because we are part and parcel of Krishna. So the part and parcel must remain with Krishna. So you have to remain with Krishna in some relationship. Here our relationship is through this external energy Maya. The relationship is there. Although we have tried to give up our relationship with Krishna, but Krishna has not given up. Krishna is all everything. Ishara sarvabhutanam riddhese arjuna tishtati. He is within your heart. Why? Just to give you association. Now you are rebelled. You want to do something independently. Krishna also has agreed. All right. You do independently. But it is not possible for you to live independently. That is not possible. So I will give you sanction for independently. Let's see how Krishna is friend. You cannot live independently. That is not possible. Because you are Amsa. Amsa means part and parcel. Just like this finger. Finger is finger so long he is with the body. Otherwise, who calls his finger? Suppose the finger is cut and thrown in the street, who cares for it? The finger is important so long it is with the body. Similarly, we are always with Krishna, indirectly or directly. But here Arjuna says sakshat, directly. But we are forced to accept Krishna indirectly. Maya, like Arjuna is Maya Buddhasa. He has no intervention by Maya. And we have got intervention by Maya. Therefore we cannot see Krishna. But Krishna is always there. Krishna is always there. Ishara sarvabhutanam riddesi arjuna tishtati. Brahman sarvabhutani. These rascal, he wants to wander within this material world in different capacities. Sometimes he is demigod, sometimes he is dog, sometimes he is tree, sometimes he is fish, sometimes he is president, sometimes he is nonsense. In this way, in different ways, he is suffering in this material world. And Krishna is with him, trying to get him back. And whenever there is opportunity, he is asking, Sarvadharman parityajya, mamekam sarva. You rascal, why you are suffering in this way? You give up all this nonsense business, you simply surrender to me. That is Krishna's ambition. That this rascal is suffering, so better give him good instruction. Therefore Krishna is coming. Jada jada hi dharma saglani bhavati bharata. These rascals have forgotten. All right, let me go and convince them, try to bring them back. Therefore Krishna comes. Tadatmanam sijamiyaham paritrana sadhuna. Those who are sadhu, devotees, they become immediately relieved by getting Krishna. And those who are rascals, they have to be killed. But that killing is also good for them. Just like father to some son, he gives directly Rasgulla, and to other son slaps. But father is father, either slapping or giving Rasgulla. His father. Similarly, we should not be sorry when the father gives slaps, and we should not be over-jubilant when father gives his Rasgulla. Any condition, that is divorce. A devotee is never disturbed when the father gives slap or the master gives slap. Tattenukampa susamiksamana bhanjana ivatmakritam vipamam. So, anyway, Krishna is always ready to help me and to give me knowledge and to understand where is the difficulty. This is Krishna consciousness movement. There is not at all difficulty. Simply because we do not take advice of Krishna, we are suffering. This is difficult. This is only difficult. Where is the difficulty? No difficulty. Simply, if you simply think of Krishna, you become advanced. Manmana bhavavat bhakta. Yoginamapi sarvesam madgata antaratmana. If there is no expenditure, no loss, the gain is great. Simply if you think of Krishna. Manmana bhavavat bhakta. Where is the difficulty? But we are so rascal that we do not take advice of Krishna. We manufacture our own ways. The suffering goes on. Mami was a prapadanti maya metantanti. This is Maya. He is thinking that he will make his own plan and be happy. That will never be possible. The only plan you have to accept. What is that? Sarvadharman parityajya mami sarana. That is the only plan. You have to get yourself relieved from all other engagement. Simply engage yourself. Not immediately, first of all, you must ready. Krishna, from this day, I am now ready. Whatever you will say, I will do. That's immediately you become liberated. Liberated. How liberated? Liberation is achieved after so many years tapasya. No, immediately. As soon as you surrender to Krishna. How? When Krishna says, aham tva sarva papibha mukhaisya. If you are sincerely surrendering to Krishna, immediately our this material sufferings, why? due to our sinful activities. Sinful activities mean anything you do without any purpose to serve to Krishna, that is sinful. That is sinful. Not that in the material calculation, this is very good work, the opening of hospital or this or that, very good work, deity worship and going to the temple is bogus. You may think like that, but that your opening of hospital is sinful. That is going on nowadays. One becomes very great philanthropist, rejecting. They say, what is the use of this temple worship? The Daridra Narayan Seva. Narayan has now become Daridra. Formerly, Narayan was husband of the goddess of fortune. Now he has become Daridra. So serve this Narayan. This is a manufacturing, concoction. This is no, that means sinful activity. Because he has manufactured something. That is sinful. Therefore, Krishna says plainly that you rascal, you give up any other engagement, even if you think it is very pious activity, very philanthropy. You give up. Sarva dharma. Sarva means whatever you think pious and whatever you think impious, both of them should be given up. Because there are two kinds of activities, pious and impious. And sarva includes pious and impious. So you have to give up everything. Simply you have to become ready, my Lord, I am now fully surrendered. Whatever you ask me, I shall do it. Then you are liberated. Iha jasya harir dasi. That is Rupa Goswami's instruction. Anyone who has determined like this, that I shall simply serve Krishna, that's all. Iha jasya harir das. Karmana manasa vacha. By work, by mind, by body, or by words. One has decided like that. Nikhilesu avasthasu jivan mukta sauchyati. In any condition of life, he is liberated. Any condition of life. Because that iha jasya harir dasi. Simply he is thinking of how to serve Krishna. How to serve Krishna. He is liberated. So what is there wrong? What is the difficulty? If you simply think of manmana, always think of Krishna, how shall I do? Oh yes, my representative is there to take permission from him and do it. What is the difficulty? There is no difficulty. But because we are murha, nanadhamas, we are manufacturing and suffering. Thank you very much.
Next is a class on the Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 7th chapter, text number 20 and 21, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on September 17th, 1976, in Vrindavan, India.
Sprishya salilam sangdadhi tat samahitaha vajanan navisangharam prana-kacha upasthite tato pragishpitanga teja prachandam sarvatudisam prana-padam avipreksha vishnu jishnu rubacha. So, necessity has no law. This Brahmavanda, he knew how to create this Brahmastra. He learned it, but he knew it also that this weapon is not to be used and generally. In very, very rare cases, this should be used. As I explained, that atomic bomb, the nuclear weapon, is not used when there is a fight between two dogs. It is not so insignificant. When the fight is very severe. Just like your country used this nuclear bomb when the Japanese people dared to attack your Pearl Harbor. At that time your president was Mr. Truman. It was not to be used, but he took little more precaution. Anyway, such weapon, deadly weapon, should not be used ordinarily. Therefore, here it is said that pranakritsham upasthite. He knew that Arjuna was after him and there is no escape. He would be killed. So whatever last resort he knew, he used that knowledge to throw Brahmastra so that the other party may be killed altogether. But ajanan api sanghara. He was not willing, but he did not know how to withdraw that. Formerly they used to know it. They could throw one Brahmastra and if he likes can withdraw, or the other party can nullify. This is warfare. But he did not know that. How to counteract it, he did not know that. Another point is here, Prithas Solilam. This mantra weapon is so strong that it can be manufactured simply by touching water with mantra. Just like we take mantra, Abhovitra Pavitra va sarva sangato viva jasmaret mandarika sava. The same process. Do not think that it is some ritualistic external. No, it has got meaning. If you can chant the mantra properly, if you follow the rules, you must be expert in chanting mantra. Hare Krishna mantra we are chanting, and Haridas Thakur is also chanting. Haridas Thakur, how advanced he was, just imagine, he was a young man and a very nice, beautiful prostitute came there at dead of night, wanted to enjoy his company, and he said simply, very good idea, please sit down, let me finish my Hare Krishna. Is it possible for ordinary man? No, it is not possible. That means he was expert, he was advanced. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has advised, Yaha hoite sarva siddhi hoive tamam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said, simply by chanting you'll get all success of life. Sarva siddhi. It is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's blessing. Yaha hoite sarva siddhi hoive tamam. By simply chanting, one gets the highest perfection. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's blessing and gift. So we should be very careful and follow the regulatory principles. Then automatically he will be perfect. There is no doubt about it. Mantra, just like sometimes the snake charming mantra can be purchased in the market. But if you do not make yourself perfect about chanting the mantra, it will not be effective. I'll give you one practical instance. It is not a story, it is a fact. It was spoken, perhaps some of you know that my friend who came here, Dr. Ghosh, he told me when they were students, there was a case in Lucknow University, they were students. So there is a big building and 2-3 snake biting case happened. So some snake charmer was invited to find out the snake and take it. So he came. He came and took it away, the snake. Then this Dr. Ghosh and his class friends, they are medical students. Naturally, the so-called modern scientists, they do not believe in all these things. So they become very inquisitive. All of them went to that snake charmer. He was a Mohammedan gentleman. So he knew that these students, medical students, have come to see the fun, how the snakes are charmed. And so he inquired, what is the matter? What is the magic that you can catch up snakes and the snake cannot do any harm to you? So he said, yes, it is possible. By mantra. By mantra it can be done. So they challenge, oh, your snakes, I think they are poisonless and they cannot bite, there is no poison, the poison teeth, the tongue is taken out. No, they have got everything. So he took one and showed that here is. So to make a fun, he had many snakes. He let them all come out from the box. And immediately, all over the courtyard, just like courtyard, they began to run over. And all these medical students, they became afraid. They were playing this side, that side, that side. So the charmer said, don't be afraid. So long I am here, they will not bite. So this was spoken by Dr. Ghosh, a personal experience. The mantra has got so much power. But not that you purchase the mantra and chant, that will not. You have to make it perfect. There is process how to become perfect in chanting the mantra. Similarly, it is an ordinary material mantra. This is a spiritual mantra. I have already explained this Hare Krishna mantra is spiritual mantra, it is not material. Therefore, I have already explained, Golokera Premadhana Harinama Sankhi. It is not ordinary sound vibration, material sound, radio, no. The spiritual, Golokera Premadhana. So if we actually chant this Hare Krishna mantra properly, without any offense, then one's chanting is sufficient to make you free from the reaction of all sinful life. One's chant. There is no question of chanting 1,000 times. It is said, Eka Hari Name Jato Pap Hare, Papi Hoye Tato Pap Koribare Nare. Once chanting of Hare Krishna mantra, I can vanquish so much accumulated fraction of sinful life, that a first-class papi, or the very expert papi, he cannot commit so many faults. It is so powerful. So if we chant it properly, the chanting dasavidha, 10 offenses, without offenses, namaparad, sunno, without any namaparad, if we chant according to the principle, then the mantra will act. Mantra will act and so nicely that the mantra will keep you always in touch with the Supreme Personality of God. That is the power of mantra. Don't think it is a hobby or it is something superfluous. No. Actually, this mantra, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna himself. So if you are allowed to keep yourself constantly in company with Krishna, then just imagine what is your position. If you keep yourself always near the fire, certainly you shall remain warm. There will be no attack of cold or anything like that. So if we constantly chant Hare Krishna mantra, then we are not in this material world. But if we purposefully again come to the material world, that independence we have got. But if we chant Hare Krishna mantra according to the instruction, Sankha Purvaka Namagananativi, we have to practice because Goswamis, they kept a number, a numerical strength. Haridas Thakur kept the biggest. Others they also kept, but not so big. But because just like Rupa Goswami, he had to write so many books, so he was not keeping such a big number as 3 lakh. But there was some numerical. Similarly, we must have some numerical strength, and we have minimized. I know that you are coming from a different source. So according to time, according to circumstances, even that there is no limit. You can chant more than 1600 times. There is no. But practically we see that even chanting 16 rounds becomes difficult. So don't try to imitate, but do it properly, what is advised by your spiritual master, without any offense. That mantra will save you from the dangers of Maya. That's a fact. You see, he manufactures this deadly weapon. It is material. Still, it is so deadly weapon, Brahmastra. He is not working in a laboratory, finding out so many chemicals to make an atomic nuclear weapon. Simply water. You see, here it is said, Atho upasprisya salilam, just like we do, Namo Pavitra Pavitra Asadbhavasthan. If we do it properly, then it has got immense potency. Immense potency. Don't think it is childish, it is formality. No. Let's see here. Atho upasprisya salilam sangdadheta samahita. This is wanted, samadhi, completely entranced. This is the process. So, these things are required. How to become samahita, samadhista, entranced. If we take it as childish play, formality, that it will act, but it will take long time. But if you do it properly, you will be quickly successful. In one life, you will be successful. You don't require to wait. My Guru Maharaj used to say that although this process is guaranteed, but don't wait for another life. Finish this business in this life. It is said in the Bhagavad Gita, even though one falls immaturity, then yoga bhrasta suchinang simatangi yoga bhrasta sanjayate. One who has not been successful, one is fallen from this bhakti yoga. For him also there is guarantee, nice. That guarantee, Krishna says, that Suchinang Simatangi Yoga Bhrasta Sanjaya. Suchinang. Then he is given the chance of taking birth in a very pious Brahmin family. Not ordinary. Suchinang. Suchi means Brahman. And Srimatang. Sri means fortune. And Mat means one possesses fortune. That means very rich man. Srimatangi yoga bhrasta sanjayate. Even yoga bhrasta. Therefore, Narad Muni has said in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Takla sadanmam charanambujam hare bhajan napakho patet tato jadi Oba Bhadra Abhut Abhusating. This verse is very important. He says that if one takes sentimental, this Krishna consciousness movement, Takta Sadharmam, that's like in our Krishna consciousness movement, you young men, young boys and girls are coming. He had some engagement previously, undoubtedly. Maybe you are a student, you may be a businessman or so on, everyone has some, at least he has some business for LSD. So, you have given up. Taktva sadharmam. Somehow or other, you are all engaged in some business. That is called sadhana. Sadhana means one has selected some business, that is his sadhana. Generally, if it is systematic, then sadhana means Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi. This is systematic, sadhana. Otherwise, everyone must have some engagement. Suppose a thief, he has taken the occupation or profession of stealing. That is also sadhana. But that is not systematic, that is whimsical. So anyone must have some engagement. That engagement is called sadhana, his own business of Krishna. Sakarma or sadharma. So, if by chance somebody comes attracted by this Krishna consciousness movement and gives us his profession, a good profession or bad profession. And there is no good profession in this material world, everything is bad. That is, here we have divided, this is good, this is bad, this is mental concoction, it has no value. Because material world is bad. I have given this example many times, just like stool, the upside and downside. Downside is moist and upside is dry. If somebody says, this side is very nice, what is it not? It is stool. Why do you forget? That dry side is good and moist side is bad. But it is true, this side or that side. Similarly, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has said, Daite Bhadra Bhadra Sakali Soma. Ei bhalo, ei mondo, sab mono dharma. Daite in the material world, Daite, ei Bhadra Bhadra. This is good, this is bad. It is all mental concept. After it is material world, either you become very expert in handling this material affairs, big businessman, Mr. Ford, Mr. this and that, or so many things. What is the meaning of this successful answer? You have to die. You have to suffer from disease. Just like nowadays the flu is going on. Does it mean that a big man or a rich man will not suffer? When the disease is there, either you are big man or rich man or poor man or small man, everyone has to suffer. So long you will be in the material world, if you do not rectify yourself, Shuddham Satya, Tapo Dibbam Jino, Suddheta Satya, if you don't rectify your existence, then this Dharma Mrityu Jarabadi will go on. Then what is the good? Actually there is no good. Ei bhalo, ei mondo, sab monodhara. It is simply mental concept. So, in the material world, even if you become very expert to deal with your business very nicely, it is all useless. Kovartriyapta bhajatang sadharman. If one does not become Krishna conscious, his so-called success in this material world or failure, they have no value. Rather, if by sentiment somebody comes to Krishna consciousness and if for a few days he chants Hare Krishna mantra, their success in future at least guaranteed. So it is so nice thing. If you neglectfully chant, still there is success, but it will take some time. And if you chant very carefully, with following the rules and regulations, then your success in this life is guaranteed. So we can make our choice, because always Krishna gives us the chance to make our choice. Jathet chasi tatha kuru. Whatever you like and do. So my request, it is my duty, because you have accepted me as your spiritual master. So I am repeating my spiritual master's order that don't wait for another life. That is very risky. Another life, maybe I am given the chance of taking my birth in a good Brahmin family or rich family, but there is chance of again being spoiled. As we see, there are so many rich men's sons. They have got all the opportunity of chanting Hare Krishna. They have no economic problem. Father's property, immense property he has got. So he has no anxiety for economic problem. That is a chance. To take birth in a rich family means he has no economic problem. Because for economic problem we see nowadays people are putting on thela, a rickshaw for 2 breads, because he is condemned to take such life, to work like an ass, like an animal. We see practically. So one who is born in this family, he should think that Krishna, but he has no knowledge, he has no good advisor, he has no guru. So he thinks that I have got this money for nothing, let me enjoy. Wine or woman, let me, he becomes spoiled. So although you are given the chance, Sutinang Sumutangi, Janmai Sajja Sutasri, although he was given the chance by nature's law, he spoils himself. Just like in America. I always say that you are born in a rich nation's family, your country is not poor, there is no scarcity, but you should take advantage of it. Don't spoil your life because you have got so much money for nothing or every enjoyable thing. You should always think it is all Krishna's mercy that we have got this opportunity. We are honored as Americans. Now because the Americans they have misused their opportunity, now they are degrading to save your country. Take this Krishna consciousness movement and enlighten them. Enlighten them. That is your service, actually service of the country. Push this Krishna consciousness movement. They have got good opportunity and it will be very successful, material and spiritually. Thank you very much.